What up, though? What up, though? Come on in, share the live, share the live. You know, I'm gonna talk about it. It's been a few days, couple days. Y'all know I don't come on all the time. I try to come on more often, but I really come on when I got something to say or need to be said. I hope everybody doing well this afternoon. Share. Y'all know how I do it. Share the live. I appreciate it. Follow, like. I'm a little irritated right now, but I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get it off my chest, and then I'm gonna be done with it. As you see up in the title, if you've seen the title, it's Neighbor Etiquette. We're gonna talk about some neighbor etiquette, brothers and sisters. And then we're gonna talk about the George Floyd trial up to this point, what we've heard, what we've been seeing, what we've been hearing, and maybe what we think should happen. So, first let me start with this neighbor etiquette thing, okay? It's great to own a dog. First let me start off with this. Y'all already know it's been getting warm, and motherfuckers have been going around here shooting each other and shit. Not just here in Detroit, all over the country. All kind of dumb shit is popping off from arguments and stupid ass shit, whatever. So, let me break this down. You don't want nobody ever saying nothing to you, then use some goddamn common sense and some neighbor etiquette where a person don't have to say shit to you. Okay? First of all, the basic rule of neighbor etiquette is to speak. If you're gonna look at a motherfucker and stare at them and watch what they doing and all that, at least have the common courtesy to speak. Okay? But y'all don't want to do that shit. You rather just have to stare down and keep it moving. Okay, that's fine. If that's how you float and that's what you want to do, that's fine too. Alright? You don't want kids running on your grass. One neighbor got kids, the other one don't. That's fine. You ain't got to have none of that. But one thing you should understand, if you own a dog, and I hate to say this, a lot of motherfuckers gonna get mad, and I don't give a damn. But my brothers and sisters, when we own dogs, we don't own that motherfucker properly. Okay? And here's where neighbor etiquette and owning your dog come into play. I don't mind you having a dog. That's beautiful. I'm glad. I hear the motherfucker bark and let me know somebody around. Shouldn't be too. Okay? But the neighbor etiquette part of, if you like to walk your dog, don't let your dog shit on my graves. Okay? Don't let your dog shit on my curb where the grass is, yeah? The city might own that curb, but it's in front of my property. I gotta walk through there and get in my car. I don't want to take the risk of walking through your dog shit, man, because I don't own a dog. And getting shit on my shoes before I get in my car, or getting out my car, getting shit on my shoes, tracking it in the house or in the car. Because you don't know how to let your dog go shit in the park or the plenty of fucking empty land on your walk. You ain't like, because the dog stopped and squat right the fuck there. You don't know how to pull a leash and say, no, we ain't gonna let you shit in Miss Johnson's grass, Thunder. Nah, poor Miss Johnson, who takes care of her goddamn grass, gotta come out and risk stepping in some dog shit. And then, if I say something to you in the aspects of, hey, don't let your dog shit where I park in my grass, you want to look at me like I'm out my motherfucking mind. Like I done disrespected you. Like I done said some shit all left to hell. Now here you come with some more disrespect, because you're already being disrespectful. When you let your dog shit in somebody's grass and yard, when I cut grass, if I cut the grass and I'm the one gotta cut the grass and I don't want to cut over no dog shit. That's just like common fucking damn. White folks carry little bags and brooms and all that kind of shit. Now I know your ass ain't about to try to carry no bags. No broom, the swoop, scoop, you poop a scooper. That's what you call it, poop a scoopers. No, you know we ain't doing, black folks ain't doing that shit. And the sure the fuck the idea of picking up some shit is ludicrous. So why, if you don't want to deal with the dog shit, would you let your dog come shit at my shit? Get what I'm saying? That's a bunch of shit. I'm just saying, this shit is common sense. It's hot. It's about to get hot. We've been going through a pandemic. Motherfuckers is mentally deteriorating. And it's like motherfuckers on the daily do not just use goddamn common sense. And it do not take a lot to be a good neighbor. And if you ain't gonna be a good neighbor, at least be a courteous neighbor. At least be a mindful neighbor. Make it where we have to have, if you don't want to fuck with nobody, you one of them, I don't fuck with nobody in the neighborhood, scooping another, fine. Make it where don't nobody have to say shit to you. Because I'm going to tell you, you're going to bring little Fifi, Thunder, whatever the fuck his name is around here, and I'm going to be done saying something to you already about your dog shitting on my grass, and I'm going to wait till that dog get ready. And it ain't really the dog's fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your grown ass fault. Now, kids, I give them a little more leeway, but normally when I tell a kid that, I don't even really have too many problems with no kid. Okay? But if next time you little Fifi gonna be getting ready to squat that ass, and I don't give a fuck if it's a Chihuahua, a Frenchie, a motherfucking Pepperdoodle, a Rottweiler, a Pit Bull, a Dutch Hound, a motherfucking Newfounder. Soon as that motherfucker squat, and the first quarter-inch of shit start coming out his ass, I'm gonna act like I'm on the football team and get a running motherfucking kick dead up that dog's ass. And I dare you to tell me something. Kick him in his ass. I ain't kick him in the nuts, cooter whoop, none of that. Side foot, straight in the ass. I'm gonna kick the shit back up in his ass, and then look at you and tell you, take that shit down there to some empty land. But shit, nobody had to go tell nobody that. If I'm coming on the porch and you was gonna try to sneak, not mind you, motherfucker can't watch people with their dogs all motherfucking day. But if I come out and you in the process of walking and you see I'm standing there watching you, don't let your dog shit. You give him a little tug and walk him on up. He'll hold it another extra minute and no, like you hold your shit and piss when you in the motherfucking car trying to make it home. He'll do the same thing. You little yank on the chain. You ain't got to kill him. Y'all, he gonna come on. He gonna squeeze his little ass, his little nuts, whatever, and walk on up till you let him stop and take that shit. Let's get some motherfucking neighbor etiquette around here. Period, point. I don't care where the fuck you at. Have some neighbor etiquette, common sense. This is how fuck neighbors get into it, and people on the block get into it all the time. Because of dumb shit like that. Something simple. That's common motherfucking sense. Okay. Whew, got that off my chest. Alright. George Floyd. Now, y'all know I came on here the other day, and I made a video because the trial started. I've been trying to keep up with the trial, whatnot. And, for a whole week and a half now, pretty much, damn near 2 weeks, we have repeatedly seen the video. We have now also seen other video from the police body cams. We've had the police chief or assistant chief come up and say he was wrong. We done had other police come up and say he was wrong. We done had the paramedic on scene talk about how fucked up this shit was. Well, today they had on a pulmonary specialist, 45 years in the game, expert testimony. And he broke down how he feels. Hey, this man died from lack of oxygen, low oxygen. And he broke this shit all the way down. And I'm just going to say this because I'm not going to stay on this long. Out of everything we done heard and everything been said, I'm going to put this one thought out here that should in itself, without all this other evidence and what we visually seen, get this man found guilty. They keep saying his knee was on his back and not his neck. Well, just so happened when the I always say this word wrong. I just said it. Pulmonary specialist expert testified. He explained, one, how the concrete versus the force and all that can't expand, cuffs behind, back, all that, how that affects the breathing. Then he went on to show a piece of the video and he counted the repetitions of George Floyd breathing. And you say, how did he do that? Because he looked at the part of the video from the police cam. You have to see this it's from the police cam video that's been released now. And you see George Floyd's side go up, and the doctor's counting. They got him counting each repetition. 1, 2, 3. You see how my hand is moving? In the video, you know what else you see? A piece of this man's knee across his back. So guess what else is going up as his side is going breathing? Chauvin's knee. So the pulmonary expert went on to say, hey, in the video you can see this second he was alive, this second he was dead. That's when the life left out his body. That was his exact words. So my mind, being as it is, gets to thinking, if we could see in the video George Floyd taking them breaths, 1, 2, 3. And we can also see a piece of Chauvin's knee on that same side that's moving. 1, 2, 3. You gonna tell me that motherfucker didn't feel that man take his last breath and kept his knee on that man for an additional 3.5 minutes? We shouldn't even be talking no more. And if you don't believe me, they got all that shit. It's live, court TV. You can go back. I'm pretty sure they're going to have all the video they showed on the site as evidence, whatever. But that's just a real simple thought. If we could look in the video and see this man taking breaths and see Chauvin's knee moving in correlation with this man's body moving to take breaths, when George Floyd stopped breathing, that means he wasn't moving no more. You telling me for 3 minutes, Chauvin didn't recognize or feel that this man wasn't breathing no more? Just saying. And that's all I want to say on it today. If you ain't watching the trial, you need to be keeping up with it. You ain't got to sit there and try to watch it all day. People got shit to do, understand it. But try to keep up with it. Try to keep up with it. Know what's going on. Hear all the shit they trying to say, what's going on. You see how this is. Definitely. You should. Because this made a ripple around the world. This wasn't no regular. This cause happened in the pivotal time of the world in chaos, and it made a ripple around the world, and we should see justice. It can't get no plainer than that. Ain't no law on this earth you gonna tell me gonna keep getting nobody off on what we see blatant murder. I'm gonna call it what I think it is. Now, we don't know what this verdict gonna be, but that's my opinion. On that note, I'm about to get out of here. I ain't gonna keep this long. Follow me, Comedian Detroit Red, here on Facebook. Go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm putting all kind of stuff up there. Comedy, my reports I do on NBN News with Charlie LaDove, skits, all kind of stuff is on there. So make sure, go to the YouTube channel, Comedian Detroit Red. You know what I'm saying? And again, thank y'all for tuning in as always. Know you, know me. Let's be real about it. Know you, know me. I wouldn't have nobody talk to me with the goddamn phone. And some of y'all been with me long enough to know we've done that plenty of times too. But hey, remember, neighbor etiquette. It's about to be summer. Common sense. Keep the hostile, tense interactions as low as possible by taking a second to think, what would I like as a good neighbor? Oh, then that's what I'm going to do as a good neighbor. That's all I'm saying. All right? Or part of the neighborhood. Because it ain't a neighbor. It's part of somebody in the neighborhood. I don't know who the fuck. But part of the neighborhood. All right? On that note, I'm about to get the hell out of here. Remember, love each other, respect each other just a little bit, and I guarantee the world get a whole lot better. On that note, deuces.